Hi everybody, welcome to Dynamo Sword Channel. I'm David, and today on Dynamo Sword Channel, I thought I'd share two swords that I've shown in my quick views and that I'll be reviewing at some point. But I wanted to kind of share this video and kind of show that these two swords might have something more in common than you guys might have realized. Little fun Zelda trivia for you guys right now, because of course we're talking about the Zelda Master Sword, and then an odd one to compare it to, this giant Oakshot Type 18 Danish greatsword. So you might be wondering, well, what do you mean that they're similar? Well, when you kind of look at them, yeah, you can see some similarities. For example, the wasted ricasso, which the Master Sword is kind of known for. You also have the strongly curved guard, of course, the Master Sword in more detail with the wings and everything. And then, of course, a similar scent stopper pommel, which, of course, this replica isn't really accurate to the actual Master Sword of the video games, but still it gives you a general idea and kind of a little bit more of a historical, actually, with the Type T style scent stemper pommel. But overall, what you have to really look at is with the Type 18 is with the Type 18E, when the Legend of Zelda first came out, the Master Sword was not the Master Sword. You had what they called the Magic Sword, and that was the final sword that you got in the original Legend of Zelda. And Zelda 2, The Adventure of Link, Link did carry on the Magic Sword that he had, because that is a direct sequel as opposed to the other of the Zelda titles, which tend to, span off or be prequels or extended sequels that go into the future. But overall, where you first see the Master Sword is in the Legend of Zelda Link to the Past that released on the Super Nintendo. Now, when you look at that game, you might think, okay, well, the sword looks pretty much the same as this without as much, real graphic detail, but they do have the winged hilt and everything like that. Of course, they kind of changed up the flat of the blade a little bit in future iterations, as well as adding the added ricasso area from the hilt that draws up that you kind of see up and around the Twilight Princess sword. But in general, where you do see, hey, the Type 18E is actually in the cover art of The Legend of Zelda Link to the Past, as well as The Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening, which also shared the same titling. And that is, the Master Sword is definitely given a much more rustic, realistic, historical style to it. And if you look at it, and you look at it in comparison to a Type 18E, they are extremely similar, as you can see in the image that I've been sharing as I've been talking. So that is something that is pretty cool that I've noticed, but I don't think a lot of people ever noticed or really talked about that, because they always looked at the Master Sword as a fantasy sword. But when you look at it from a historical point of view, it does have at least something that looks similar, or more than likely by the Zelda team of the early '90s, that was used as inspiration, as you can definitely see the inspiration from the wasted ricasso, the curved guard, and the scent stopper style pommel. Of course, the Master Sword isn't as big or large as this two-handed great sword. But then again, we also see other two-handed swords in the Legend of Zelda series, up starting with the Ocarina of Time, with the Giant's Knife and the final Bigoran sword, as well as the Fairy Sword and Majora's Mask. And of course, skipping ahead, you have the really great two-handed swords that are made available in Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So yeah, this is just a little fun fact I wanted to add sword-wise to both of these swords, and how they do have similarity, and as well as the Master Sword kind of if you want to look at it that way, being inspired by the classic type 18E Danish great sword. So I hope you check out both reviews of these swords. Just check the channel for them when they release, and definitely be sure to like and subscribe if you like this type of kind of off historical topic stuff. I know other channels do them. It's not really my thing, but I do have a lot of pop culture and things. I'm a video game guy, just like most of you guys and stuff. If you'd like more of that, let me know in the comments. If you want to argue my theories, more than welcome to too. All for chatting on the on the comments. I try to keep up to date with you guys as much that do send comments that are at least pleasant and want to have good discussion rather than just talk shit, I guess. But overall though, yeah, hopefully you like this. Hopefully you want to see more. I could definitely do some more little short videos like this that just talk off topic things. If you do, like I said, like, subscribe, hit the notification for the upcoming reviews. Check out the channel listing on reviews, which I have all the reviews, categorized in a channel list. But yeah, that's about all I have on this. So yeah, 18E Master Sword, kind of odd siblings or at least relatives in the general sense of design. So, all right, well, hopefully you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.